Hello everybody, it's Teddy back in another video. Oh boy, Novak Djokovic is through to his 37th Grand Slam final, to his 10th Wimbledon final, and he will play his first final of the year in this 2024 season, a season that has not been tremendously good for him, he has not played one single final this year, Novak Djokovic. Now he's playing his first final on Sunday. Which we expected, majority of us, especially after seeing him having that kind of a draw and avoiding Alcaraz on his side of the draw, because we knew that the world number 3 and the third seed Alcaraz will end up in the draw in Sinner's side or Novak's side, and he ended up in Sinner's side. So basically, Djokovic, he had a great draw for him to come through and play his first final of the year, and which he has done now. Musetti was never a problem here, exactly like we all thought, more or less. Those times that Musetti has pushed Novak has been only on clay. Outside of clay, he has really not had a chance. Two other times that they faced each other off clay has been on hard courts, matches that Djokovic has defeated him in easy straight sets. And this was not any difference here. Here on grass, Djokovic defeated him in straight sets, 6-4, 7-6, 6-4. Djokovic got a break in the middle of the first set, and really after that he never looked back and won that first 6-4. And then in the second, Musetti actually was the player who got the best start, won the first game of the second set, and had that early break in the second set. But we knew Musetti, with that serve, all respect to his serve, but his serve is not tremendously good. He will, and against the greatest serve returner of all time, he will have troubles holding that break to the finish line of that second set, which he of course didn't do. Novak eventually broke back in that second set, and then took that second set to a tiebreak, Novak Djokovic, and then in the second set, Novak won that second set tiebreak 7-2. In the third, Novak got the early break in that first game of the third set, and Novak really after that never looked back and won the third 6-4. So Novak Djokovic defeated Lorenzo Musetti in straight sets. He never was in trouble whatsoever to ever be losing this match. Musetti, what I said that in my preview, Musetti's numbers against Fritz, him winning 76% in his first serve and 54% in his second serve, they will go dramatically down like a rocket against the greatest serve returner of all time. And I will come to the stats soon, and which they did. Very, very expected. And he himself commented after the match. He said that Novak's returns are a joke. Even though I don't think Novak's returns are as great nowadays as they used to be, at least not according to my opinion, at least according to my opinion, but they are still top 5 best. He still has the top 5 best returns in the world. He still has, maybe even top 3. Is he the best returner at the current moment in the world, Novak Djokovic? I don't think so. I probably will have a player, one or two players who has the better returner than Novak at the current moment. I'm talking about, not in general. Because if you look in general, who has the greatest returns of all time, of course it is Djokovic. But in this match against Musetti, Djokovic returned superb. Which Musetti commented that himself. But yeah, I give the credit to Novak's returns. He really returned good, and that was the big difference here. It was exactly which not only me, but people who watch and have watched this beautiful sport, tennis, knows that Musetti's serve will not stand a chance against Novak's serve. It was in the serve department where Novak did the biggest damage here. And of course in the return department as well. So the serve-return dynamic, the serve-return battle, of course, was won from Novak in this match, and that's why Novak didn't drop one single set in this semifinal. So the stats: Djokovic, he did 6 aces, 4 double faults, uh, lands 67% first serve in, won 75% behind his first serve, which is good. It is good, but it is not tremendous, but it is good. What was a little concerning was Djokovic didn't win that many points when his second serve, and that he needs to raise up in the final. That I can assure you. I can guarantee you, my tennis fans all around the world, because Djokovic 41% winning points behind his second serve. I'm sorry, not 41, 44% winning points behind his second serve will not make him win the final. I can guarantee you that. He will never win that final match on Sunday with 44% winning point behind his second serve. He was losing a lot of points behind his second serve, Novak Djokovic. He broke Musetti's serve 4 times. He did 34 winners and 31 on Forstaros, so he was not a winner machine there, to say the least. He did 3 more winners than on Forstaros, Novak Djokovic. But what I was impressed with Novak was Novak's net game. He attacked the net 56 times and won 43 of those net approaches. 43. He failed at the net only 13 times. That makes it to 77% successful, and that he has to have in his next match. So I was tremendously impressed with Novak's net game and his serve plus game. After he lands his first serve, he was doing a lot of damage, and that he needs to keep on going in the final match. He really will need that kind of his 1-2 punch game badly on Sunday, and his 1-2 punch game, his serve plus game, was tremendously good in this semifinal against Lorenzo Musetti, and that's why he was so good at the net with 77% success at the net. All in all, Novak Djokovic won 116 points in the entire match. Musetti did 2 aces, 1 double fault, lands 74% first serve in, so he was landing a lot of first serves, but he was not doing damage behind his first serve. His serve plus game was not even close as good as Novak's. And that's why he won only 61% in his first serve. That's what I was talking about before the match, that those 76% of him winning behind his first serve against Fritz, they will go down like a rocket against the greatest server of all time. And that was exactly the case. He won only 61% in his first serve. He won only 41% in his second serve. That also went down like a rocket. Against Fritz, he won 54% in his second serve. 41 against Djokovic. Pretty expected. He broke Novak's serve 2 times in the entire match and did actually a good match off the ground, Musetti. He did 34 winners and 22 on Forstaros. He does 12 more winners than Forstaros actually. But the biggest difference here was on the serve and the return battle. It was here Lorenzo Musetti was outplayed. Because when the rallies was on, Lorenzo Musetti really challenged Novak from the baseline. He really did, and he did a clean match, like the stats are showing. 34 winners and 22 on 4 stars only. So he did a clean, solid match, Lorenzo Musetti, off the ground. But when it comes to the serve and return dynamic, he was outplayed. All in all, won 98 points the entire match, Lorenzo Musetti. So Novak won 116 points the entire match. So Novak wins 18 more points than Lorenzo Musetti the entire match. So this was expected outcome. Djokovic is through to the final at Wimbledon. Like I said at the beginning of the video, his 10th Wimbledon final, his 37th Grand Slam final. He is 37 years old, and he will play his 37th Grand Slam final on Sunday. But it will be his biggest test, Novak Djokovic's biggest test on these championships on Sunday, because he has not faced one single top 10 player on the 5 matches that he has won, because he didn't need to play again in the quarterfinal against Diminaur, so he has won 5 matches. He has played only one top 20 player in his 5 victories here at Wimbledon, which was Holger Rune in the 4th round. All the other players has been outside the not top 10, I mean top 20. Holger Rune is not top 10. He has played only one top 20 player on his 5 victories here at Wimbledon, Novak Djokovic, which was Holger Rune in the 4th round, which by the way was a disaster from Holger Rune. He was really weak in that 4th round match. So that is Novak's only top 20. That is Novak's only top 20 opponent that he has faced here at Wimbledon this year, 2024. And he has not placed one single top 10 opponent here at Wimbledon 2024. So, and now in the final, he will face his biggest test. He's not only a top 20 player, he's not only a top 10 player, he's a top 3 player, Carlos Alcaraz. And not only that, he's a big match player. You know what Carlos Alcaraz says about finals? It is exactly this quote that he says. Finals are not to be played. You should not play the finals. This is exactly what he says. You should not play the finals. You should win the finals. That is his quote, Carlos Alcaraz. And he is the youngest player to ever win 3 different Grand Slams in 3 different surfaces, hard court, grass, and clay. He's the greatest 21 years old player that we have ever seen in our lives. He is the match on Sunday will be the current GOAT, Carlos Alcaraz. I'm sorry, the current GOAT, Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic is for sure the current GOAT. He's the greatest tennis player of all time. This is not even a discussion, but he's facing the future GOAT, Carlos Alcaraz. He's facing Novak Djokovic is the best tennis player of all time, and he's facing Carlos Alcaraz, who is the best tennis player of this time. You understand what kind of a magnitude this match has on Sunday? And I will do a preview about that final. Of course, baby, I will do a preview. Just wait for it. I know you want it. I know you want it badly, and I will give it to you, my tennis fans all over the world. Just have some patience, and it comes soon. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace.